Château de Brissac towers over the Loire Valley, earning its nickname, the Giant. Its ancient stone walls and soaring towers have witnessed centuries of history. The castle's imposing presence is matched only by its beauty, lush gardens, a sparkling river, and grand halls filled with gold and tapestries. Yet, beneath the splendor, a sense of mystery lingers. Shadows cling to corners, and the wind seems to whisper secrets of the past. This is not just a home for the living, but for the dead as well. Among its many stories, one stands out, the legend of the Red Lady. Her tale is woven into the very stones of the chateau. Visitors feel the weight of history and something more. The castle is a museum of lost lives, echoing with footsteps from another time. But the most chilling presence is that of a ghost, a woman whose sorrow never left these halls. She is known as the Red Lady, a permanent shadow in the castle. Her story is one of tragedy, love, and betrayal. The grandeur of Brissac hides a dark secret. The past is never truly gone here. The Red Lady's spirit is said to wander, her presence felt by all who enter. The castle invites you in, but never lets you forget its haunted heart. The legend begins with a life cut short. And so the Giant of the Loire Valley stands, beautiful, mysterious, and forever haunted. The Red Lady's story is about to unfold. Step inside if you dare. The echoes of the past are waiting, and the Red Lady is watching. The legend of the Red Lady haunts every stone of Brissac. Visitors report sudden chills and unexplained noises. The story became real during a renovation when workers uncovered a hidden chamber sealed for centuries. Inside, they found human bones, remains long forgotten. The discovery sent shockwaves through the castle. The legend named the ghost Charlotte, a woman in a red dress. Was this her? The question electrified the region. The castle's fame grew, not just for its beauty, but for its restless ghost. Experts studied the bones, but the spirit remained. Instead of peace, the discovery seemed to awaken something. Strange events increased, and the feeling of being watched grew stronger. The Red Lady was no longer a whisper. She was a presence. Her sadness and anger filled the halls. The castle's secret was out, but its ghost was not at rest. The Red Lady's legend became more real than ever. Her story was no longer just a tale. It was a haunting reality. The past had returned, and the Red Lady would not be forgotten. The castle's beauty now carried a chilling edge. The Red Lady's spirit was awake. To understand the ghost, we must know Charlotte de Valois, daughter of King Charles VII. She was married off to Jacques de Brissac, Marquess of Brissac, a union of power, not love. The castle became her prison, her days filled with loneliness and longing. Her husband was cold and cruel, often absent, leaving Charlotte isolated in the vast chateau. In her despair, she found comfort with Pierre de Laverne, a kind huntsman. Their secret love was her only joy. But secrets in castles rarely stay hidden. One night, Jacques returned unexpectedly and discovered them together. Consumed by rage, he acted with violence. The lovers' story ended in blood and betrayal. Charlotte's life was cut short, her happiness destroyed. The Marquis tried to erase the scandal, but the truth lingered. The castle's walls absorbed the pain of that night. Charlotte's spirit could not rest. Her love, her suffering, and her violent end became the heart of the haunting. The Red Lady's sorrow was born from this tragedy. The legend grew, fueled by whispers and fear. The castle's beauty became a mask for its misery. The Red Lady's story is one of love lost and justice denied. Her presence is a reminder some wounds never heal, and some spirits never leave. After the murders, darkness settled over Brissac. The Marquis sealed the crime, claiming Charlotte had left him. But secrets like these refused to stay buried. Servants whispered, and soon strange things began to happen. At night, cries and screams echoed from Charlotte's old tower. Guards trembled at the sounds. No living person could explain them. Then the ghost appeared, a woman in a green dress, her face a mask of pain and horror. Her incomplete features terrified all who saw her. She became known as the Green Lady, her story passed down through generations. After the hidden chamber was found, her dress turned red, the color of blood and betrayal. The Red Lady's appearances grew more frequent. She haunted her old bedroom, the chapel, the stairs, always searching, never at peace. Her spirit was restless, trapped in the castle, reliving her final moments. The haunting became legend, and the legend became reality. The castle's beauty could not hide its sorrow. The Red Lady's presence was a constant reminder of the tragedy. Visitors felt her sadness, her anger, her longing. The past refused to fade. The Red Lady's story was alive in every shadow. The haunting of Brissac had truly begun, and it would not end easily. In modern times, the Red Lady's legend drew crowds and curiosity. But historian Claire Moreau came seeking truth, not ghosts. She believed the legend was born from guilt and rumor, not fact. Determined, Claire gained access to the castle's private archives. She set up in the dusty library, surrounded by centuries-old documents. Day after day, she pieced together the lives of Charlotte and the Marquis. The deeper she dug, the more she doubted the official story. Records revealed Jacques' violent nature in a web of secrets. The tale of Charlotte simply leaving rang false. Claire sensed the real story was darker. She pressed on, determined to separate myth from reality. The castle's silence seemed to urge her forward. The truth, she believed, was hidden in these walls. As she read, the past came alive, and so did the legend. Claire was getting closer to the secret that haunted Brissac. The Red Lady's story was waiting to be uncovered. Claire worked late into the night, the castle silent around her. One evening, a sudden chill swept through the library. The air grew icy, and Claire felt an unshakable sense of being watched. She tried to focus, but the feeling intensified. A soft rustle, like silk, broke the silence. Heart pounding, Claire explored the empty room. Telling herself it was just nerves, she left to clear her head. On the main staircase, she saw a faint, moving light at the corridor's end. The light grew, forming the shape of a woman in a flowing red dress. The Red Lady. Claire froze, torn between fear and fascination. The ghost's face was blurred with sorrow, her presence overwhelming. She drifted past, her agony filling the air. Claire realized this was no monster, but a heartbroken soul. The encounter changed everything. The legend was real. The haunting was personal now. Claire's quest for truth became a mission for peace. The Red Lady's pain was undeniable. The past demanded justice. Claire could not turn away. The haunting had found her. Shaken, Claire returned to the archives, searching for the Marquis's journal. She found it, a small, angry book, its pages revealing the truth. Jacques had not killed Charlotte outright. He locked her in the secret chamber, leaving her to die alone. Her lover was slain on the spot. This was the source of her endless pain, a slow, terrifying death. Claire knew what she had to do. The Red Lady needed recognition and a proper burial. Claire brought the journal to the local priest. Together, they arranged a private ceremony in the castle's chapel. Charlotte's remains were finally laid to rest. Claire placed a single red rose on the casket, whispering an apology for centuries of suffering. As prayers ended, a warmth filled the room. The castle's sadness seemed to lift. The haunting was over. The next morning, a maid found a perfect red rose on Charlotte's windowsill. The Red Lady was finally free. The giant of the Loire Valley could rest at last. The legend had found its ending, and peace returned to Brissac.